Hey, this is Ken Finnan at Capital Advantage Tutoring, and it's my job to get you past the SIE and the Series 7 exam. I can't believe I haven't done this video yet. DERP, the dividend timeline. I did a crappy one when I was down in Turks and Caicos, but we're going to do a real one now. Pictures and everything. These are the 4 dates you need. If you look, see, here we go. We got, whenever you hear people talk about DERP, it's the timeline. Declaration first, then the X, then the record, then the payable. DERP. Always remember, that's the order for cash dividends. So let's say it's May 6th. We'll say today we're announcing. So May 6th, we're declaring that we're going to pay May 6th. I can't type, so we'll just jump along on that. We'll say May 6th, the day after Cinco de Mayo. May 6th, we announce we'll call it a 50-cent dividend. Okay. So then we're going to say anyone who is an owner of record on May 22nd. We'll change that big A. I like big A's. Okay. Boom. May 22nd, we'll say that's a Thursday. I don't even know what it is, but maybe it is. So then we're going to say anyone who owns it. Then the payable date will be like June 10th. That no one really cares about the payable date. We do because we get the money. But as far as the calculations go, we don't really care. So let's get into it, try to figure out how we figure out when the X day is and all that stuff. Okay, so here's the dates. We kind of set it up. So we look at it, right? So we have, this is our week leading up to the dividend. So we said the 22nd was a record date. So we're going to put a big old R right here. So that's our record date. That's the day we need to be an owner of record. That means the bond or the stock has to have settled by the 22nd, by the end of the day. Because I want you to think of like the transfer agent or the paying agent isn't at the end of Thursday, he's going to look at the list of all the shareholders and go, these guys get dividends. At the end of the day, they're going to look. So as long as you settle by the end of the day, we're good to go. So let's start with this. So what's regular way settlement? That's always T plus 2. So let's play our game. So if I buy it on Monday, it settles on Wednesday. You're good to go. It's before the 22nd. You're absolutely fine. If you buy it on Tuesday, it settles on Thursday. At the end of the day, you're good to go. You're on the list. But if you buy it on Wednesday, when do you settle? The day after. So you're too late. So you're without a dividend. So I always want you to think ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-dividend, without. Okay. So X means without. So that means this is the first day that it's trading without the dividend. Now, there are ways around that. We'll talk about it. But for right now, this is the X day. That's the day you don't get the dividend. So if you buy it here, you do. You buy it here, you do. Those are called cum. These are X. Okay. That means without. Easy stuff. Okay. So now, here we go. So now, if I buy it a special settlement, say say it's Wednesday or Thursday, and I really, really want the dividend. What I can do is buy it on a cash settlement or same day settlement. I can buy it as late as Thursday, because if I buy it at 9:30 in the morning or 10 in the morning, I will settle by 2:30 in the afternoon, and my name will be on the list. Works. Now let's take the other side of this. So if you sell it, not buy it, you sell it on the 19th, your name comes off the list on the 21st. So you're not going to get the dividend. If you sell it on the 20th, your name comes off the list on Thursday, so you're not getting the dividend. If you sell it on the 21st, it comes off on the 23rd. So as of the night, they still think you own it, so you get the dividend. So always remember, so here, the buyer gets a dividend, the seller gets a dividend. So if they ever ask you what's the earliest you can sell it and still get the dividend, it's the X day. And you have to buy, remember, if you buy it on the X day, you don't get it. You have to buy it before the X day so that it has time to settle on the record day. Now, what happens? We announce a 50-cent dividend. So let's say the stock is trading at, 50. We'll say the stock's trading at $21 on Tuesday. We'll say the same thing. Pretty boring stock. Okay. 21 on Monday, 21 on Tuesday. Now what they're going to do, since if you buy it on Wednesday, okay, if you buy it on Wednesday, you're not getting the dividend. They're going to suck it out. They're going to withdraw. Okay. So what they're going to do is they're going to drop the price. Doesn't mean it's going to trade there, but they're going to drop it by the amount of the dividend, because in reality, it makes sense. If you're willing to buy the stock at 21 with that 50-cent dividend coming, well, then if it's not coming, you shouldn't be willing to pay that. That's the value of the company. But in reality, it doesn't matter, because if you buy it at 21 and you get the dividend 2 weeks from now, or 3 weeks from now, you're going to get a check for 50 cents. Your net is 20.50. So here you just pay less. Kind of like if you go to buy a car and they say, hey, a car is 20 grand. Yeah, we wish. But you get a $3,000 rebate. What do you want to do? Do you want to pay 20 grand and then get a check for 3 grand in a couple of weeks? Or do you just want to pay $17,000 for the car? No difference. Same thing. You buy it at 21 and you get the 50-cent dividend, or if you buy it at 2050 and you don't get the dividend. Now, there's a violation that comes out of this called selling the dividend. So you have a really strong salesman who goes, hey, hurry up, buy it on the 20th so you get the dividend. You want the dividend, you want it. But it actually doesn't help you. It's actually worse. You're better off buying it here. Because if I try to get you to buy it here for the dividend, now, if I tell you to buy it for another reason, that's fine. But if I tell you to buy it on the 21st, so if I tell you to buy it on the 20th for any other reason, totally cool. But if I tell you to buy it on the 20th to get the dividend, that's not good. That's called selling a dividend, and it's a violation because there's no advantage. And it's actually a disadvantage. Because if you buy it on the 20th, you will get a check for however much, 50 cents a share, and you will owe taxes on that, ordinary income. But if you buy it on the 21st, you're not paying taxes on it. You're just buying it for less. You're not paying taxes on it. Your cost basis is, so you're buying it for less than you would have. Okay. So, and it's not taxable. So here, if you buy it on the 20th, you're going to get 50 cents plus pay taxes on it. If you buy it on the 21st, you're going to get less money. You're going to pay less money, but you're not going to pay taxes. So that's where it is. So keep in mind, this is the timeline: DERP, DERP, declaration X, record payable. X date is always the day before the record day on cash dividends. Okay, great. Thank you very much. You get to join me every Tuesday and Thursday night, live Q&A, 8:30 p.m.